Okay, in this video, I'm going to cover a topic that I hear a lot, and that's how to place a professional seal or a pre-seal on the project title block. The first thing we do is we open up the project title block, and I have one open right now for the tutorial purposes. If your palettes are not visible, there's two ways to turn them on. One of those is to hold down the control button and push the number 3, and then it should just turn those on and off. It's giving me a little grief right now. Also, on the View tab, if you look at Tool Palettes, you can see there it's getting turned on and off. So you want that on. Also, if your View palette or if your Tool Palettes do not look like this, if by chance they look like that, this is the AutoCAD default group of palettes. This is not what we want. I'm going to click this and hold it open. There's a command that you enter, and that command is PAL-GEN. And that'll swap out the AutoCAD standard default palettes for the tool palettes that we use in-house, the customized ones. So that's turning the tool palettes on, and you can notice that I have all my palettes docked and they're set to roll out when I want them, and when I take my mouse off them they'll disappear. This is just my preferred method of how to very easily get to it, but also have it disappear when I don't need it. You can notice that when I have that roll out, I click on that little second icon right there, turn the auto hide off so that this palette just lives here. I'm going to leave this open like this just for the sake of this tutorial. So if I don't collapse the palette but I accidentally close it by clicking on the X, you can see that the palettes went away. I can get that back by going to my View menu, and I'll turn my tool palettes back on, and then I'll minimize it instead. So that's how I normally leave all my palettes open or auto hide and docked like this, but I'll turn the auto hide off temporarily. So if I want to load a seal or a pre-seal into my project title block, right over here in the General tab is seals, and you can see I have just about everybody. I've got everyone who has a seal shown. I also have record drawing and subject drawing blocks for when these are needed. But let's say, for the sake of argument, that I need Frosty's seal in here. I can put Frost's seal, and I'll just go ahead and just place it right here in the middle of that. You'll notice it's asking me for a block attribute, but nothing's grayed in. The way that I've set this up, this is normal. I'll show you why in just a second. You'll notice that I placed the seal. What happens when I need a pre-seal, that pre-seal verbiage? Place the seal. And the reason is the pre-seal verbiage is a part of the seal. It's just a visibility setting that goes back and forth in this one block between the pre-seal verbiage and the seal itself. So when you need the pre-seal, insert the seal. It sounds wrong, but it's actually right. You'll also notice that there's a place here for a date. I can just double click that, and there's my attribute editor, and now I can type in today's date. This is 24, and click apply. So there we go. What was happening is when we would go to place the seal, AutoCAD knew there was an attribute, but because the attribute, that piece of text, was not visible when placing the seal, so the pre-seal attribute for the date is not visible when I place the seal. It wants to say, rather it wants to tell you, there's a variable here. I can't show it to you, but there's one here. So that's why you just click OK, and then you can just double click to edit. I also want you to know that all these seals automatically come in on the proper level. So if I go to place a sim seal, once again, same deal. It's giving me the pre-seal and the seal. but you'll notice that Hasim seal was inserted on the structural engineering layer, whereas Frosty seal was put on the mechanical engineering level. So same thing with all of our architectural seal. Our architectural seals work the same way. Seal to pre-seal, but they're automatically placed on the architectural layer. Want to go to pre-seal or seal, it's a visibility setting of the block. So you insert the seal to get pre-seal information. So you freeze the ones that I don't need. I'll leave the pre-seal up and going. Zoom extents, save the drawing, and that's the pre-seal and seal information to be placed on a title block. Thanks a lot.